well, it's what he said and I'm going with it. Like from the very beginning.
Yeah.
From the very beginning.
I mean, it's like just the little things, like the whole, like, I don't want to be a mom ever. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then going hard about, well, when are you going to go and fertilize the eggs? And I was like, lady, how are you supposed to know if that's what you want to do now all of a sudden when you have gone so hard for seasons about not wanting to get pregnant, I want to be a mom, like all of these things.
Here's the thing. I feel like she got those eggs done for Tom, right? Because he said he wanted to be like a dad. But in reality, I think, and what they knew, especially behind closed doors, is like she had these eggs done. I still think that it was a just in case, but I also think for Tom, he didn't really want to be like a dad, like in a house. Like,
you don't think he really wanted that lifestyle? He
wants to be a rock star.
I mean, Tom is a lot of things.
He wants to be a rock star. He wanted to be an actor first. He wanted to be a rock star.
I think Tom is just one of those like big personalities. He just wants stardom. I don't think he cares necessarily how it happens.
Right.
I just feel like
stardom isn't a family. Stardom isn't kids, you know?
But I think for him, it's more so like, well, what will get me the most attention?
Right. So, well, he's a narcissist, so
exactly.
He probably shouldn't have kids.
I don't think he should.
That's what I think he knows that. I think at first he wanted to play Jax and Tom are getting married. I mean, it was a storyline at the time, but I don't think he really ever wanted it.
Yeah.
I don't think that was something
that he ever really wanted to.
Yeah. No.
Because, I mean, there's been times where he's been like, it's going to be a deal breaker for me if she doesn't want a family.
Right.
But you think that has more to do with, well, what are my friends doing in the storyline that they have so that I can follow it?
Right.
Okay. I see that. I can see that point.
Because then, look at when the families were gone.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Like, where was the convo? Where was the, you know?
Yeah.
And she's thinking, fertilize these eggs. It wasn't like she was like, I need you to fertilize these eggs now. It was like, I need you to not drink for 5 days.
Yeah.
So you can fertilize these eggs.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
I mean, it's just my, because it's been so many things with her. I'm just like, why are you upset about that? Or why does this matter so much? It's like, girl, let it go. Annoys me.
She's one of my faves, Ariana. If you're hearing this, you've always been one of my faves.
I am biased. Well, I'm not biased because there's no one on the show that I've ever been like, oh my God, they're my favorite. No one. Everybody problematic.
Sheena Shea, you are fantastic.
Problematic and ridiculous.
You have been here since season 1. You are, in Carlos King's words, a force multiplier. You make scenes happen. You make seasons happen. You've come in with a boot, with a fake tooth. You've given us 2 weddings. Good as gold.
Oh my God.
Iconic. Thank you.
No. that was the cake for me. The vinyl.
Because we're good as gold. Good as
like, can we stop this song? Like, don't play it again.
Sheena Shea, you're a star. I thank you for your time on Bravo. If you get the chance to hear this, I am so grateful to you on this show. 10 seasons strong. I know this past one was a tough one, but you've had worse. You've had to work with Stassi. Thank you.
I still enjoy the show. Don't get me wrong, because I definitely watched it. I would be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the drama and all of the BS, but favorites, none.
Do you think Rachel, I said what I said. Do you think Rachel is going to be filming this upcoming season? I think not a sane person would do that. Not a person that cares at all about their well-being.
Is there a check involved?
Would do that. She can write a book. She can write a book.
Rachel will be there if there's a check involved. That's where I'm at with her. Because nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
it's the only reason she'll be back.
I feel like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is her emotional well-being, is her general well-being worth the money from Vanderpump?
She's a sociopath, so in my opinion, So she don't have the emotions that she should have had, because there's no way that she sat there and did all of that and was cool and laughing and having a grand time in this girl's face and calling this girl her best friend and doing all of this stuff.
My forever friends.
And then you sat there and took all of this, because they berated them. They did it. That whole reunion, it was hard to watch for me. I was like, damn, I didn't even cheat on nobody. And I was sitting there like, damn, like, I felt awful. I had moments where I wanted to tear up. She sat there and didn't even look phased.
Maybe she was medicated.
I don't think she was medicated. I think that that's the type of person she is. Like,
okay, but then
nothing else makes sense to me, because why would you come back? Because anybody that cared about themselves, they wouldn't come back.
That's what I'm asking. She's not filming yet.
I think
things have not been solidified.
I think they're working on her chick. That's what I think.
I think she should not come back for the sake of her
self-esteem,
of her just life,
her well-being,
her well-being. Yeah,
sane people could see it. I don't think sis is in that state of mind. I think this is for sis. How do I keep a check going?
Her name's everywhere. Yeah.
I'm negotiating. That's what's happening, in my opinion.
But I think
they're negotiating her check, because now she's like, no, I'm not just a regular, just on the side supporting cast member now. Baby, I'm a story.
Well, also, I think she's still like in her treatment, like.
Okay.
So hopefully the place is telling her, for your well-being, girl.
I mean, we'll see.
Don't take the check. Because
that's the only way it makes sense to me. Because I would be done.
I couldn't go back.
I wouldn't be able to go back.
I could not go back.
Like entire, what was it, a 3-part reunion?
Mm-hmm. I watched that. Did you get to see the uncensored one?
Yes.
Yes. You know, my favorite line. There are a few, but it was between James and Lala, and it was after Tom's bullshit apology, and James goes, nah, it didn't hit for me. And then Lala goes, I didn't even listen. I said, yeah, there it is. And also, when... there were so many.
There were so many
Ariana, man, I know you like Harry Potter. That was one for me. And I feel as if the level of intense anger towards them, I think it's always good to do the perspective, because this was... I think 2 weeks after the news broke, the scandal actually broke.
The reunion was,
yeah.
Okay.
And keep in mind that filming had picked back up, right? Right after, and then the reunion happened, right? And that Ariana had not seen Rachel.
Yeah.
Or talked to her besides that bullshit apology. And she was like, fuck you, you fucking rat.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And that Tom has been in the house, right? Because he won't leave,
just
right?
Just vibing
and,
in the house.
This was the first time for everyone else to see Scandoval, but also 2 weeks after the news broke.
Yeah.
And for us, it's been like 3 months,
right?
Like almost 4.
Yeah.
So the level of heat,
it was so intense, though.
Was intense.
Like, do you feel like they deserve that level of intensity?
I do.
Dang. I know they were wrong, and I don't disagree with that at all.
Mm-hmm.
I just still feel like that was super intense, though.
I feel like
for literally they couldn't say anything. Anytime they thought about a breath to take to say something, cussed out instantly, like, from everybody, like the entire side of the other stage. And I mean, I didn't feel bad for Tom, the other Schwartz, for sitting over there. I'm like, he should have just not even came. Like,
right? Sheena was like, I'm upset that I'm on this side.
It was bad. Like, oh, it was bad. It was so bad.
You know, the thing is like, I think especially like Rachel, I think, where are your feelings, right?
That's
like
what I'm saying. Like,
you
I don't think she
cried
had one.
about aging out of pageants.
And she didn't,
But you
she
didn't
sat there on that
right,
stage.
right?
The way that I'm telling you, I wasn't even involved. And the way they was talking to her, I was hurt. My feelings was hurt. I almost teared up a few times. Like, she sat there and just took it.
Right?
You have to be crazy.
I mean, yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
I felt like there were moments. I mean, the thing with Rachel is you're just like, oh, girl, like you're a piece of work. I stay away from me.
Because I don't think
but at the same time,
I think she plays dumb.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I think that there's definitely something going on in the kitchen up there.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's private HIPAA, right? But the other thing, and I feel like what I felt so strongly and worth every ounce of visceral and intensity, and that was towards fucking Sandoval.
Yeah.
He deserved all the smoke, the foot on the neck. He deserved it from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I think, Rachel, you were trifling and you knew that they were going to eat you up out there.
I mean, sis.
But you wanted to stand by your man, and your man let them eat you up.
I mean, I couldn't have showed up.
He coached her, and y'all still couldn't quite get the script right.
I mean, but they knew the timeline. Stop it,
right?
I don't even know why they tried to like play.
That's why everyone was like,
stop, stop, like, oh, it didn't only happen one time. Stop.
It was one time.
Stop.
Another one time. Again, you deserve this smoke.
Let's stop. So, I mean, there were moments where I was like, y'all gotta stop. Y'all make it too easy.
The lightning bolt necklace, where she was like, it did signify a change in our relationship.
Oh,
Rachel, snap out of it.
Even that was a lot for me, finding out that that's not even your name.
Right?
Like, girl. How is Raquel a nickname for Rachel? How? Because that was her response. And I said, girl, stop.
Because she wanted to stand out.
Well, there was another Rachel in the class. Mm-hmm. It happens. It happens. It's a common name. It's okay. She could have went by Rachel. I would have been okay with that.
I feel like when she was like, I have been so selfish. Here's the other part that I really was fantastic. I mean, the producers, honestly, let me tell you.
Their level of petty, I love it.
Okay. You got to watch it literally straight through. So I love your thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the editors and producers gave us a masterpiece with that season finale, which was the Scandoval episode.
Yeah.
From the Watch What Happens at Live opening through the very end, right? Yes. Like, it was like my heart was on fire.
Yes.
That conversation that they had was intense, right?
Yeah.
So I go back, and I also am super grateful for the editors and production, because when Sheena was on stage and Rachel was in the trailer 100 feet away,
right?
Court ordered.
My gosh.
Her responses and facial expressions in there. What? I feel like I should have written her a nice note.
I think it was more so she was torn between, I'm still trying to keep up this facade of sweet, innocent Raquel, and like her true self coming out. Which, like, baby, we see it. We know who you are now. Like, stop. Right. But she has been, perfecting this character for so long. She was in there fighting for her life. Like, that's what the facial expressions was about. Like,
well, she was smiling.
I noticed what I'm saying. Like, her real stuff was coming out. It's literally like, in Get Out, when like the character was like, or their true self was like, hey, this is not really me. I feel like that's what was happening. And that's why her reactions were all over the place. Because, like, why are you smiling about this, baby girl? It's not a moment to smile. You're a psychopath.
It was like